Started? Yo, is the mic on? All right, everybody. We're here with Ronaldo Vieira right now, having a little chat. Ronaldo, thank you for being with us, and thank you for chatting with us. We know, obviously, the situation that's happening in Italy and with Sampdoria. So first of all, let everybody know how you're doing and what's been happening.
Thanks for having me, guys. Obviously, no, I think it's gonna be fun. So obviously, just something to entertain ourselves and entertain all people out there. So yeah, I'm happy to be here with you guys.
And how's everything with the situation like in Italy? We know a couple Sampdoria players. They were obviously tested positive with everything with COVID-19, but you're all right?
Yeah, it's been obviously it hit us all by like surprise as well when we first heard that. Or the first player was tested and got positive, and so everybody kind of started panicking a little bit. But then we got a few tests, and like all the boys that had it had like some minor symptoms, So it was then we all had to do like 2 weeks inside because obviously we've all been in contact with each other, and then that was it. And I think most of them have recovered now. I think so. Yeah, all good at the minute.
Good. And you were telling us before you're out in England now, but then you're gonna head back to Italy soon, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to. I came a couple of weeks ago just to obviously instead of being there, because I lived there alone, instead of being there alone, and so the club allowed me to come home, stay with my family and stuff. But I've got to go back tomorrow, yeah.
Cool. So good. We're great. We're happy that you're doing well and that your teammates are doing well. And we gotta say, when we posted that we were gonna be talking with you, everybody is obsessed with your name, Ronaldo Vieira. So tell us the origins of how your name came about, because people are obsessed with it.
I think it's just like my mom. Obviously, she's like a football fan herself, and then when we was born, because me and my twin brother, were born in 1998, and I think that was the World Cup when Brazil had that team, Ronaldo, Romario, and all them guys over there. And I think she just liked the name, but she just thought, why not see what happens.
That's crazy. Your mom really is a big football fan then.
Yeah, she is, but she already had a Vieira in her name, and then she just picked Ronaldo, and
So it's kind of a coincidence too that you put two great footballers together.
Yeah.
That's funny. What, was your brother named after anybody?
Yeah, Romario.
Oh my God, Dad, that's crazy, man. I wish I was named after somebody good like that. Mine, I'm just generic. But I saw that you have a crazy story, like an insane background of like where you grew up and then where you and your family moved. Can you tell us and everybody a little bit about that, and then how you came to play for England?
Yeah, so obviously we were born in Guinea-Bissau in Africa, West Africa, and then we moved to Portugal, which is where my mom was. For, I think it was like 3-4 years old. I think lived in Portugal for about 10 years. We played for some like local teams, and then we managed to get into Benfica. And then after 2 years at Benfica, I think mom had a sister here in England, and she decided to just have a change to see how it goes, because sometimes maybe there's a little bit of like some money problems, and maybe it wasn't going as well as she thought it would have gone. So she decided to just make a move and see how it goes. So then we moved to England when we was 12 years old, and been here since then. And I had to start all over again, like playing for local teams and stuff. And it was hard at the start, like, because obviously like you've come in from like a professional setup kind of thing, and to like start all over again. But then if it's really what we wanted to do, so we just got on with it. Yeah, it was tough to change. Left some family members, left some friends, and to come here, have to make new friends and stuff in a new country. And yeah, obviously the weather did not help as well. It was a bit cold here, a bit cold over here. But no, I think it's one of the best decisions she's made. Like obviously that helped me, my brother, get into like another professional setup, and ended up signing for Leeds United. And then after a few trials at other clubs, that didn't work out very well for us. So yeah, no, think I've been happy with how it's turned out. Then ended up making my debut for Leeds after 1 year at the club, which I thought was pretty good, and I couldn't believe it myself. So yeah, I was happy with it, very happy. And then after 1 year to get picked to play for England, which obviously was very happy about, very proud, and then to get a move to Sampdoria as well. So it's been a good journey so far. Been a good journey so far.
Yeah, you've had an incredible career so far, and you're still so young. But how was that dynamic of obviously like you spent a lot of developmental years in Portugal, and then obviously being an African. So how did you choose to play for England? Was it just something that when it came up, you felt like the most important years of your life were in England?
Um, yeah, I just thought because when we was in Portugal, we were still kids, like if you know what I mean, like. And then when we moved to England, like you starting to understand more about life, like, and I just thought maybe it's a better decision to just pick England. No, after some talks with, I spoke to the Portuguese Federation and like my mom and dad, my family members, and just come to the conclusion that it's better to just because I've been here basically the same amount of time as I've been in Portugal as well, and I feel like this is home. And obviously, like making my professional debut here, playing for one of the biggest teams in England, you know what I mean, like Leeds United. So and the bond that I've made with people here and like just everyone, not just talking about family members, and you know what I mean. So just felt right to just felt English, you know what I mean. So just picked England, and then after, soon as the season finished, I get a call up straight away and just said yeah.
That's sick. Yeah, I know with a lot of players that have like that dynamic of they could play for a few different countries, there's so much more that goes into it that I think a lot of fans realize because I saw some questions coming in of what it is. So it's super interesting to hear. Before we go to the rest of the questions, we're gonna play a little game right now. We're gonna test your teammates' fashion. We want to know what you think, and you're gonna have to rank what they're wearing. So it's gonna be A, B, C, or D, and you're gonna put them in a little column. All right.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna send it to you right now.
Carnage.
All right. The first one's coming through now.
So how am I rating? How am I rating? A, B, C, D.
A, B, C, D, and give a little story about like how this guy dresses.
Oh my god, this is my big brother right here. No, I like it. I like it. Got some D square jeans, some Louis Vuittons on. I'm not a fan of the jacket, but not with them shoes. But it's okay. It looks good on him. No, I like it. I like it. I like the way he dresses. You know, comes to training with different gear all the time, and it's. I think he likes his sense of fashion, and I kind of like it as well. Sometimes. But yeah, I like this. I like it.
Where's it going? A, B, C, or D?
Right now,
Yeah, right now.
I'm gonna go A right now, but then I can drop him after, can I not?
Yeah, you can. You can.
Yeah, I'm gonna go A right now. The first one I saw, so I'm gonna go A.
All right. All right. Let's go to the next one. There's some bad ones in here. I'm not gonna lie.
Carlo Linetti. I actually like the way he dresses. It comes obviously into training as well. It comes in with like a little bit of swag, you know, different gear. He can switch it up from like just being casual and like a nice casual, you know what I mean? He's got a lot of gear as well. So no, I like it. I like how he dresses. Even in training, even when we go out to like, you know, like shopping, because I've been out with his girlfriend and the kid, you know. So it's been no, I like it. Like the jeans, I like the Amiri top. Well, I don't know about the Amiri top actually.
That's what I was gonna say.
I don't know about that top actually, but I like the jeans he's wearing, or the shoes go on with the jeans, but I'm not sure about the top. No, I'm gonna go C.
All right. Let's go to the next one.
Carnage. Gagliardini. What can I say about this one? For what I've seen, I don't think it's anything special. You know what I mean? But I like he's wearing little Valentinos there. I like the shoes. Don't know about the trousers though. But these these Italian guys like to wear their trousers a bit too short for me. But no, I like it. I like it. But right now, D for me.
D. Oh shit.
For me, D.
Damn. All right. Next one. I see. You might have to be careful with what you say about this guy.
Fabio Quagliarella. You know what it is? Yeah, he's got the gear. He's got the gear because I've seen it. We've been out a few times, like dinner and stuff, and he's got the gear. In training, I think he comes in more of like just a casual kind of thing. But I think when he has to dress up, then he's okay with it. He's okay with it. So I don't know about the jump, but then like I think we compared it with different though, because he's a bit older than me. You know what I mean? Like my style might not be his style.
Yeah.
So I don't know about the jumper. I like the glasses. I like the hat. Can't really see the trousers though.
Yeah, you cut him
off.
off.
I like how he's dressing here. He's dressing a little bit like a casual, formal kind of thing, like in between. So no, I like it. I like this one.
Where's it going?
B. No. C. I'm gonna have to move. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move Linetti to.
You could stack a few in a different. You could put the multiple B's and A's. It's fine.
Okay then. I'm gonna put in B.
B.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in B.
Fair enough. All right, let's see the next one.
Greg. I'm real. I like how he dresses. We've been out a few times as well. He's got the gear. When up to training, maybe because it was with us last year. So to training, maybe more of like a tracksuit kind of guy, which I like as well because I'm more of a tracksuit kind of guy to train. But then when you have to dress up, I like it. I'm gonna go B. I like how he dresses. I like the jacket. Don't know why he's holding the phone like that though, but.
I said you have to give him more than just style tips. You got to give him selfie tips now for how he's holding his phone.
I don't know how he's holding the phone though, because I don't think people take selfies and hold the phone like that. Maybe he's just trying to hide his face though. I don't know.
Maybe
that's with him.
So B, you said?
Yeah, B.
All right, cool. All right, we got two more.
Proper Italian style, this one.
I could sense that this guy's fashion is out there. Am I right?
Yeah, he is. He comes in with like a lot of weird, but like in a nice way. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's weird, but it's nice. Comes in with like different shoes all the time. For me, it's a bit weird, but I like it. Like that. Like for example here, I wouldn't wear that jacket, but I like it though. If you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't wear it myself because I don't think it would look good on me. But no, I think for his kind of style, I like what he's doing. So I'm gonna go C with him.
C. All right, yo, you're a harsh critic, man. I like it.
Gonna go C.
Let's see what you think about this one. This one's my personal favorite, by the way.
Oh my days. Can I just say D straight away?
Is it as bad as we see in this picture?
I don't like it. I don't know what it is like with them jeans, but they like. I've seen a lot of people in Italy wear these type of trousers. You know what I mean? The shoes, not me at all. I don't like them. I like the little jumper he's wearing. I like long jumpers. You know what I mean? I like the jumpers, but I like the jacket as well. But nah, D for me, I think.
D?
Yeah, for me, D, I think.
Yo, we don't have many of you. I only got one of you that I saw. How's your style? Where are you rating yourself?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh no, this was just a little. The one you sent me is like a little cardboard, like a little.
Yeah, I know. We didn't have a good one for you.
But me, I'm more of like a jeans and a top kind of guy, a little jacket, you know, something like simple, nothing too shady and stuff. So I'm a simple guy. I like shoes, like I buy like a lot of different shoes and stuff. Now I'm more of just like a jeans or some black trousers kind of guy with a top. Not really a shirt kind of guy.
Where would you put yourself though if you had to rate it? Not this picture, but like in general.
A.
100%. Yo, we're gonna ask your teammates what they think.
100%. You can ask him. 100%. I think I won that competition last year actually as well.
What?
They said who was the best dresser, and somebody said I think it was Jakobus Haller. He did something like this, and he said me. But I was like, how is that even possible? I only go to training in tracksuit.
Yeah. Maybe everybody else is so bad.
Exactly.
Is there anybody that we missed that's like really bad?
Aldero. Emil Aldero.
Yo, he doesn't have much. I have one. I'll send you, but yo, it's not much.
I will tell you all about it. He's oh my days. I don't like it.
That's all we had. Like he has old pictures just of like, playing and stuff, so we didn't get to see his style.
For me, he's got to be or him or Jakob Yanto. Him or Yanto got to be one of the worst ones, I think, because Emil, I don't like. We've gone out for food with him because obviously we used to live like right next to each other, and we used to go out for food together and that. So I've seen it. I don't like it, but if he likes it, then I'm happy with it. You know what I mean?
Is it that he doesn't try, or it's just like too crazy?
I think that he's just not bothered about it. You know what I mean? He could actually do it because obviously like he can buy the stuff. You know what I mean? But I just think he's not bothered about it, which is good in a way. Like he don't really care about like what people think and stuff. You know what I mean? But no, but it's horrendous.
Maybe that's why I couldn't find any pictures, because he doesn't have any.
He doesn't have any because he doesn't post any. He doesn't post any of them.
All right, let's go back to some of the questions that we have. We know, obviously, you made your Serie A debut you were like 20 years old against Napoli. And I listened to what Gianpaolo said after the match, who was the coach at the time. And he said, you look like a player that had played 150 games in Serie A with the way that you played. First of all, what does it take to make a debut like that? And second of all, what was the experience like?
It was incredible, especially at that stadium, because English football is very different with like fans and stuff. Like the fans are more of like hype when something's happening, but in here it's like the whole game. Like fans are always just singing drums, and the atmosphere is class. And to coming in at that game, I think obviously we was already 3-0 up, and which was an unbelievable performance as well by the boys. And coming into that game was more of just like being calm and just try not to make as many mistakes. Like try not to make mistakes at all, because obviously like just to try and get your confidence up as your first game and stuff. So then obviously like the fans will also get a little bit of taste of you and stuff. And no, it felt incredible for me. I really enjoyed the whole league so far, and I liked it. Obviously the moment, and especially after witnessing that goal from Fabio, it's just unbelievable. Wow, I enjoyed it.
It's probably one of the best goals I've ever seen. So I can't even imagine. And you know what's crazy about that? Quagliarella, it might not even been his top 5 of where he would rank it, because he just scores so many.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You mentioned about like the differences in the fans between England and Italy. What differences have you seen in terms of like the playing style? Have you seen any challenges, any differences?
Yeah, because as I have come from like a different league, like the Championship, which is different to the Premier League, but similar in a way. Like it's a lot physical, and I used to like use my physique a lot. But then when I moved to Italy, I found it hard. Like it's more like you play football more with like your head and like the movement of the ball. It's not as physical as I thought it was. So like I've struggled a little bit, like making a lot of fouls, and I still do, getting a lot of yellow cards and stuff. But that's the main difference, really. Like in Italy, it's a lot more tactical than just like in England. It's more like you just see what you see. You know what I mean? Like play what you see, and obviously there's some tools that the coaches give you and stuff to be able to help the team. But here in Italy, there's a lot of tactics, especially with Gianpaolo. I've learned a lot like with his tactics and stuff, which has helped me like progress like through the league. And like every time I've come on, like I knew what I had to do, and every time I had to play, I kind of had an idea of what he wanted, like tactically, like movement off the ball, not just like attacking, but like defending and like breaking play and stuff. So now, yeah, it's a lot more tactical than England, I think.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's like the thing that everybody says when they're comparing the two, is that Italy's so tactical. As a kid, obviously, I'm sure you had an English team growing up, but did you watch Serie A? Did you like an Italian team that you were a fan of?
Yeah, I actually watched a lot of AC Milan, because I really liked Ronaldinho, you know, and like even though he was there, like no, I like AC Milan. That's the only team really I watched. Maybe a little bit of Inter as well, because obviously I one of the the bigger teams, and obviously Juventus, but like I think AC Milan more of like you know like the likes of like Eto'o and like all those guys. So yeah.
Yeah, it's funny the amount of people that followed AC Milan because Ronaldinho went there is just insane. You mentioned a couple good players. Did you have a favorite player growing up?
Ronaldinho. And then when I started getting more sense of like football, I loved watching like Cruz and you know like the more like my position kind of thing. So yeah, but growing up as a kid, like I always like Ronaldinho and stuff. So nah, it's very nice.
I was gonna say it's funny how like we start to like the most attacking players at first, and then as you get pushed back in the field.
Like when you start getting an understanding of football and you know that you need to like learn to be in that position, then you start watching different people in that position. Yeah, so that's why I did that. Then I started watching a lot of like Cruz and until now I still watch a lot of his videos and like Kante and you know even Pogba. So yeah.
Exactly, that makes sense. Obviously, being English yourself and Claudio Ranieri, we all know what he did with Leicester City. What's it like to work with him, and how has the whole experience been with Ranieri in general?
It's been good. It's been good. He's come in with like a different mentality to like you know like get us to just be more of like a group and to just fight basically and help each other on the pitch. You know what I mean? Like together we can do more. His message was basically like go out, fight together, you win the game. And like if it doesn't happen, then we'll move on to the next thing. I've enjoyed working with him so far. You know, it's obviously he speaks a little bit of English as well. But we speak in Italian. Well, I try to speak in Italian with him anyway. But yeah, so but if we can also speak in English. No, the coaching staff speaks English and Italian. So like it's been and a lot of the training sessions are more of like English kind of training sessions. If you know what I mean, not a lot of tactics. It's more of like just go and play games. You know, do some a little bit of tactics, but then like possessions and stuff like that. So nah, I've enjoyed working with him so far.
I remember when Leicester did that whole thing in 2015, he would explain his teams as being English but with a little Italian flair.
When he did that year, don't think anybody thought they could have done it. But then he's a great manager. He can get the best out of any player, and that's what he did. That he got the best out of like Mahrez, Kante, a lot of players, even some younger players as well that are playing now. That you obviously like the ball. You know what I mean? Like been at Leicester for a couple of years now and a few years now, and then yes, I think what I say you can just get the best out of like every player. I think because it's been doing it for a long time, and he has the experience to be able to say, oh, this is what this guy needs, and this is what this guy needs. He's good at this, but he needs this, you know. Which is what I'm trying to do, just trying to learn a lot and just listen to what he says.
Yeah, it makes sense. Sometimes you just need that glue that puts like everything together. But talking about experience, how is Fabio Quagliarella in training every day? Is he just insane?
Yeah, he's unbelievable. I mean, like he's not. I wouldn't say he's the type of guy to just run a lot. But you know that when he has the ball, he will not go backwards with it. He will always try and just go towards the goal. If that is by shooting, by finding somebody else. So like now with him, I just know like every time he comes in deep to get the ball, I just run forward because he will give it to me. Like and that's what he did. Where last game actually I should have scored. Put me a through ball and then I took a bit of time to shoot and I missed. So I knew it was a bit mad at that actually. So yeah.
But he'll find you again, I'm sure. But like, you know, we see the skill that he does like on the field. Does it randomly happen in training sometimes? Like just something magical happens from him?
Yeah, sometimes like out of nowhere, you don't think he's gonna do it, and he just chips the keeper. I don't know. I think all those three keepers have been chipped by him before. Like, he just does it like, and the goals and stuff that he scores is just even in training, it's unbelievable. He's not scared of that. That's what I mean. Like he's experienced. He's not scared of like trying new things, so he will just do it.
That's crazy. I remember when he scored for Italy in the World Cup and he chipped the keeper. It was just we're all thinking what the hell is going on, but he just had like the courage to be able to do it.
Yeah, he does it all the time. Even in training, he does it all the time.
That's crazy. Obviously, there's a couple New England English players in Serie A right now. One of them being Lukaku. What do you think about what Lukaku is doing, and any similarities you could see between him being English and you being English in Serie A?
Uh, when when he moved, as you can see, I think he's got a lot much better. Like I don't know if I'm just. It's my opinion. I think like he will support because he's the type of striker to just like get the ball and like he can play behind like with the goal behind his on his back and now he's like lay it off to people, make the movement to go get the ball again. And the way I think Conte has helped him a lot because the way they play suits him as like with the two strikers, and he's always got someone in support of him. And I think he's made the right move. I think for me, I think he's made the right move.
I think you're right. I think that's everybody thinks can see what Lukaku is doing is incredible. And even himself, he said like he refound himself at Inter. And I 100% agree with you. I think for me, the biggest thing about Lukaku, he's the most team player I've seen. He plays for the team first.
I've seen a change. Like I've seen things that I did not see at United. Like even like if he doesn't score, he's always like trying to motivate the players, even like interacting with the fans. And I think the relationship he's got with the manager helps him a lot, and the manager puts a lot of trust in him. And I think he earned it, as you know what I mean. Like he does what they've been told to do. Like I remember when we was preparing for the game against Inter, and they do like one play which is like the ball goes from like dead center back to the one of the fullbacks. If they under pressure first time to the strikers, and the strikers are always like this together. So this striker will always leave the ball and just make a run around him, and Lukaku will just come and give it to him straight away. So this is something that they practice in training, you know what I mean? But they do it in games, so like people start to notice it because it works. And then we did a lot of work on that, trying to stop them to like always look back on Ricardo. So for me, I think he's made the right move.
I agree. And like you said, that's like Conte 101. I was inside one of Conte's training sessions when he was at Juventus, and the entire time, all they did, he made sure both his strikers were 5 yards apart, playing one off with each other, and they just keep repeating the same thing. And like you said, then it happens in the game.
It's like I said, like the Italian football is a lot of tactics, and this is stuff that they just train and train. Like even we have our own, like so it's like the more you do it, the more you will come like naturally in the game.
It becomes like second nature. We only got a couple more questions. Who are the three best players that you've played against in the Serie A so far, where you were on the field and you thought, my God, this guy's incredible?
Immobile, unbelievable movement off the ball, team player. Pastore was good.
Where did you play with Pastore? Oh yeah, at Roma, when he was on Roma. Yeah.
What's his name? The Napoli player, the Polish player.
Zielinski.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
I say those players. I say those players because it's more of like my positions apart from like Immobile and stuff. Because obviously that's who I'm more against. And like when I tell you like Zielinski, whether it's right or left foot, is unreal, unbelievable.
You didn't give us just generic answers. I like that. Like a lot of the time they'll just say, "Oh, Ronaldo."
I've gone with players that you can just say that like this guy is good, you know, like. And I've actually not played against Ronaldo.
Oh, you haven't?
No, because it was one game where I didn't play that game, and the other game I was suspended. So I didn't play against Juve. I played against Juventus the last game of the season last year, which I nearly scored an overhead kick, by the way. But then that was the game I played against.
Nice. Like I said, a couple more. Who's the best player you've ever swapped jerseys with after the match?
I think he might have been Alan. I think it was Alan, yeah. And I'm not really the type of guy to go and ask for the t-shirt. But after that game as well, I thought he was my position kind of thing as well. So I just asked for him. I think he's a very good footballer.
He's kind of like he's a bulldog too, like you. Like he's just a fighter. So
yeah.
That makes sense. How was the derby against Genoa? We know obviously it's one of the most prolific derbies in the world. How was it seeing that compared to like what you've seen in the UK?
Different, totally different. You can see like the Manchester City and the United derbies, like it's good, but like here when it's like Genoa against Samp or the other way around, it's like the hype is there from like 2 weeks before the game, 2 to 3 weeks before the game. You see people wearing scarves, and like I remember last year when I went out for food, there was a fan, Sampdoria fan, and he came to me and was like, "Oh, you guys better win the derby and all this." And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a bit scared because he was actually being serious. Like, you know, when like you feel like a little bit like somebody says to you like, if you don't do this, this is gonna happen to you. You know what I mean? Like, but no, like the way they live the derby over there is unbelievable, man. I've been lucky to experience it like 3 times. I played the last one, which felt amazing, like coming on the pitch and with like all the banners and like the stuff that they do from both sides. You know, it's good, man. I liked it. Enjoyed it very much.
When we were in Genoa, when we were traveling in Genoa, we were with an American friend, and it was actually around the Derby. And there were people on Vespas in the bus just going crazy, losing their minds. And our American friend, he's like, "What the hell is going on over here?" Like he couldn't even fathom what was happening.
And it's a friendly kind of thing as well, because you know, like they have but there could be a big family where there's like some Genoa fans and some Sampdoria fans, but it's a friendly kind of thing. You know, obviously it can get a bit feisty. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I think it's like a feisty, like in a good way. Like I heard that they've been violence before, but since I've been there, I've seen is like a lot of like friendly, you know, like even before the game when we pull up to the stadium, we see like both fans standing next to each other, and you know, obviously the general fans are swearing at us, but then the out fans are cheering at us and stuff. So, but no, I like that.
That's sick. It's awesome to see like people from other cultures and you know, being able to experience something like this that's, you know, often not talked about as much, you know?
Yeah.
My man, thank you for your time. That's it. It was fun, right? It's chill.
Yeah, it was chill. Yeah, I like. Thanks for having me, and hopefully we'll speak again soon.
Yeah. We'll see each other soon, and once this whole shit passes, either come to New York or we're gonna come to Genoa.
All right, no problem.
All right, man.
All right, see you.
All right, bro. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Ciao.